first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed, you like fast life, you like draft, get done.
What's going on, beautiful people? I hope you're having an amazing, amazing Thursday. It is almost Friday, and as my I think that Nicole, my sister from another Mr. Nicole, says happy Friday Eve. So I hope you guys are preparing for the weekend, and I hope your week was blessed. Hey, Cupcakes, how you doing, Queen? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Michaela is in the building. Yes, as always, we love you, little sis. Yes, yes. Morning, Leroy. Y'all are hilarious. Every time you say Leroy, it just cracks me up. But yes, I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful morning. I'm starting off with my skincare, and I'm doing, I love my Fenty Fat Water, y'all. It is definitely my go-to for all skincare. I think it should be a base for all skincare, in my humble opinion. But yeah, let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. I've had some. Hey, Inspire, how you doing, Queen? Greetings from Noah's Ark. It's raining lions and elephants. My God, Dr. Holt, how are you doing? First of all, Grand Rising, and I did not know it was raining. I am not even surprised. I feel like this winter is not going to be good for the East Coast and Midwest, or Mid-East. Yeah, and the Southern states. I feel like it's going to be crazy. What is this robe called? Schmexy chocolate? Actually, it's purple. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's probably because of the lighting, and I have a lot of lighting in the back. But if I have my panel light, I stopped bringing it, but if I have a panel, you will see it. But it's purple, and it is from Savage Fenty, and it's one of my favorite robes. So yes, it's that. But we can call it Schmexy chocolate if you want, if that suits your needs. Yes, I was in rare form last night on TikTok because I had been in meetings and lives all day yesterday, so I did not get really to engage in my TikTok audience. So shout out to my TikTok audience, and all the new followers on TikTok. Y'all are dope. Yeah, shout out to y'all, and shout out to all the new followers on YouTube. For Pyro Media Network. If you are following Pyro Media Network, if you're not following Pyro Media Network, rather, make sure you're doing so by going to Pyro or youtube.com/Pyro Media Network. It is the place to be. We appreciate you. And if you haven't done so already, hit that like button for me, share, and subscribe. It does help. We appreciate you. Michaela says the weather has been crazy here in Maryland. It has been hot in October when normally we have blizzards by now. Yeah, it's been a little. I am feeling over on the West Coast. I live in the desert, so it's a little different here. But I am feeling the crisp air, so I'm seeing some change. But I am seeing that the heat going up and down. That's where colds and stuff can come in, and that's why I'm trying to keep myself. I'm trying to keep myself filled with the elderberry and the vitamins and working out and all that stuff. Whatever. I have to tell you that treadmill has been the best investment. My therapist last month had told me that you need to start investing in yourself. And I'm going in with my super vitamin C, or the vitamin C23 by CoreRx. But yeah, my therapist told me to make sure that I am investing in myself. Because I think oftentimes we sit there and we worry about other people and what they're doing, and we get, or we worry about, we get so invested in our jobs or what have you, and their, brands and businesses and all that stuff, whatever, or whatever you're doing. Hey, Kevin, haven't seen you in forever. I know. Thanks for inboxing me. It was so nice to get some words of encouragement from you, brother. I appreciate you. And Sean is in the building. Hey, Sean, how you doing, Queen? Appreciate you guys for coming on in. Love you guys so much. Yeah. So, it's important to invest in yourself and do what you need to do to be healthy and be consistent with it. And that treadmill is really, because I was starting to walk, like go outside and walk and, walk around. There's in my neighborhood, there's like a jog track place. It's really nice. It's actually, they built it the way they have it. It's like trees and things or whatever. And it's like a little nature walk you can do. I love you, Kevin. And it's like a little nature walk you can do or whatever. And so I was doing that, but with the way it's easier for me to just have it in my gym. And my gym is connected, like you see that thing over there, that door, it's connected to my master. And so I can just go in there, work out, then come in here and take a shower, do what I need to do, whatever. Come on, beer. I'm working on it, child. I'm trying to trim it as much as I can, because in November there's this challenge called No Shave November. And I don't know if I'm going to participate in it, because I like to trim my beard. And that's the best way for it to grow. But and I don't want it to grow like super long. Like Dominic has a phenomenal beard, and his beard is really long. I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm just trying to keep it trimmed and cute. And I'm probably going to trim it this weekend and work on my edges and fade everything in. But we'll see how it goes. Breaking news: Kwame went outside. Here comes Cupcake. You better be careful, because people be watching this and then they start creating narratives about me and stuff like that and think that I'm this hermit. I'm really not. Anyway, gotta be careful nowadays what you put on, what you post on. I'm gonna do the challenge. You gonna do a no shave November as well? We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I want to talk about. Oops, that is too large. There we go. I want to talk about what we're meditating on today. And the title of today's episode is: you want to make a hater really mad? You want to really make them mad? You want to piss them off? And sometimes it's not even intentional. A lot of times, like, haters just love to hate. And haters, they gonna hate. And players, they gonna play. Ballers, they gonna ball. Shot call. Let me see. Anywho, my point is that there's gonna be watching a couple of seconds, Cupcake, and be like, don't sing, girl. I was trying to ruin my dreams and hopes. To those spinning narratives, kids. You're a mess. But my point so bad. My point is that it doesn't matter what you do or say, but I realize please don't say, see, I was waiting for it. What did I tell you? I was waiting for Cupcake to go there. What I've realized is when you're dealing with people who are unhealed, and people who are filled with trauma, because we all have trauma. There's no, I don't think there's a person alive that doesn't have some sort of trauma. And if they do, I need to talk to them, because I want to see how you've gone through life, how you've been on this rock, this spinning rock, and not gone through any type of trauma in your life. So there's no escaping trauma, especially if you are Black. If you are in the Black or in the diaspora, or and I'm not saying that this is not nothing towards anybody who is of other ethnicities or going through other things. Like, I'm fully aware of our Jewish brothers and sisters. I'm fully aware of our Native American brothers and sisters, our Latinx American brothers and sisters. I'm fully aware of all of these different ethnicities. I'm just speaking from my experience and from my community. So I don't want people to think that I'm talking about them or disregarding anything that they are saying or going through, or dismissing their experience. But I feel like one of the things that I have seen and experienced, especially this year, is that people, the one way to really make somebody who is unhealed, who is trauma filled, who has trauma bonds, and it surrounds themselves with that, and is to really get them mad, is to just be happy. You could literally be sitting still, watching a TV show, filming yourself watching, or going live, or enjoying your people, enjoying your community, doing TikToks, doing lives, doing whatever the situation is, and you are just happy in life, and that's gonna piss them off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going on. They're going to be pissed off because they have their own issues going on, and that's okay. You know, I I just don't know what else to do. I'm not at a point where I care about trying to fix or trying to do anything or trying to heal someone else. That's not my responsibility. That's really Jesus' responsibility. Don't stop. That's really Jesus' responsibility to kind of handle that. But I can't be in a cycle. I just can't. Because I'm really happy and I'm really living life, and even when I'm sad, there's a piece that I have. Like if I'm going through something, there's a piece that I have that is really unbreakable, um and really like unshakable. And so I think because people have seen me, have like a moment, they think that that's my existence, and it's not. I'm actually really happy. Michaela says, "Baby, my grandpa used to tell me if you throw a smile on your face, the enemy will walk away." And oftentimes, I don't think that's the case because I be smiling all the time, and these girls, and they still coming in the they coming at you, and I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Don't understand. I just don't understand. My motto is because tomorrow today, because tomorrow is not promised. You are all what today, Dr. Hall. I know that's right. You know what I'm saying? It's very simple. It's really very simple. I don't think that that's effective because I feel like then it becomes I'm gonna feed into things, and I don't want to feed um things that are fruitless, and I just really being back in my plan of being back refocused on what I'm doing has really shown me that I just don't have time for the noise. Um, I don't. The only noise I want to hear is the white noise, stuff that I listen to at night when I go to sleep, or what do you call it? Sometimes there's this thing called green noise. It's actually really, really interesting. It's supposed to help you sleep, and it's supposed to help, it's like binaural beats and stuff like that. I've been listening to that. It's really been interesting how I fall asleep a little faster. But I don't do it every day. But sometimes I just listen to like nature sounds or ocean or the rain or whatever. But I digress. But yeah, I it's true, but it makes me feel so much better when you're a mess. I just don't. I don't think that that's necessary. I could literally be talking about Will Smith and Jada, and it bothers people. Like my existence bothers people. But what I will say is, I will say this because I think that engaging people is not necessary. But I want to make things very, very clear because someone told me something yesterday, and I want to make it very clear. Kwame's not a punk. Kwame will ignore things, but Kwame's not a punk. Don't think that you can roll up on me, a trained soldier, and think that things are gonna be okay. I am a very sweet human being. I really try. I really try to look at things, and I really have a big heart. But you're not just gonna roll up on me. I promise you that. I promise you that. I was talking to my brother a couple of weeks ago. He was in a competition. I think it was last month. He was in a UFC competition. And is that eyelash? Oh, and he was talking about his training and how much, because he lifts, like he lifts weights, and he is the man strong. Okay, he's a beast, and I'm just really proud of him because he's in this like upper 40s, almost 50, and he's he's going up there in age, and he's still wrestling with these young bucks. But he was telling me, he was like, one of the things that he enjoys about um uh I think it's UFC fighting or whatever, mixed martial arts or whatever they call it. Hey, Queen LP, how you doing, Queen? I appreciate you. I use that with the water with a hint of yes. Now, at first, I wasn't interested in the thunderstorm stuff. I'm listening to thunderstorms, but it actually was really relaxing. Because before I had a trauma with it. I'll explain that in probably a Patreon with thunderstorms. But I think it's good. Now, in this season, I put a smile on my face and walked away. I'm walking away. Come on, Craig David. But if you would have met me a couple of years ago, I was reading girls like that. I know that's right. Make it plain. I know what you meant. Make it plain. I tell people all the time, I'm over 40 now, and I don't do too much talking. You can take it what you want. Tell Bentley to take it. I will let Bentley know that you said good morning, Sean. I will. I'll probably even record it and send it to you, sis. I got you. But yes, I just think I don't do too much of that talking. Because when I tell people it's on site, that's why I don't say it all the time, because I try my best. Like when I say it's on site, it's on site. Like it's not even a game. Like I don't care if President Obama, I'm in the middle of a conversation with President Obama. I don't care if Jason Momoa is right there. Okay, I'm coming. And I'm having a conversation with him. I'm going to interrupt that conversation and just walk up. But don't get too crazy. There's not going to be too many of those threats, honey. I'm telling you right now, it's not cute. Speaking of cute, this packaging, do I have a closed box? It's called Hechana. It's like a lip mask. This is the box that it comes in, but I ordered it comes in a 2-pack, but you can get it on Amazon, and it's supposed to like resemble this honey. There we go. It's supposed to resemble this honey pot. I actually enjoy using it. It comes with a little. It's really cute. It comes with a little like. Oh, let me put this down. There we go. It comes with like a little like honey pot thing. You know those things, those little circle things that comes in a honey pot, and you just take it and you put it on your lips. It's really cute. I think it's I just kind of use my thing as well. I'm just using it for demonstrating it for the purposes of this, but it's really, really cute, and it really lasts a long time. I really wasn't expecting it. You could see I've only had it for a couple of days, and I haven't used too much of it. I put a little one in the morning, and then I cover it with like what do you call it, the Aquaphor, and it lasts all day. And I rarely have to reapply. Like it's really nice. But anyway, definitely check it. I'm not sponsored by them. I have to say that because YouTube, but I'm not sponsored by them. And if you want the link, I'll have to look for the link. It's on Amazon. That's where I got it from. But it is very very good. Let's see. Will you please check your comments before posting, even if it sounds like a song he can sing? Please, for the love of me, make it something else. What are you talking about? Cupcake, go take a nap. You woke on the wrong side of the bed this morning, girl. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you always attacking me on my vocal abilities. Another idea. Mornings. I don't know why Dr. Holt is so adamant about having Bentley on this damn network. I am not producing a show for Bentley. I may give him a couple of TikToks, but I'm not doing a show. A full-on show. He doesn't talk. Okay? Let me alone. I'm trying to leave my 20s days behind. I'm almost 50, but you can still catch. I know that's right. Listen, I'm over here trying to buy my business and live my best life. Like I don't like. I'm not gonna keep hearing too much of these threats, girl. It's just not. It's not going to be a good situation for you. Stop it, because nobody's talking about you or dealing with you, girl. When I start hearing threats, let me. I'm trying to be a better person, y'all. We can strike. Go ahead and strike where everybody else is doing it because he's cute. We love him. He's the Pyro mascot. No, he is Pyro Power Hours mascot. He's not the entire mascot for the entire company or the entire network, rather. Billy. Y'all are best. I like how y'all want me to do stuff for Bentley, but none of y'all, with the exception of Cupcake, has contributed to his child care. Okay? None of y'all. This smells delicious. I'm about to smell like a $2 hoe. This is Dahlia by Bath and Body Works. I like to mix my stuff, so I always mix it with like maybe like an oil. Let's see. This is a good one. Yeah. Let's see how that smells. Yeah. This is an oil that I make that I've been working on. Let's see. Girls, times is hard inflation. Right. So what do you want me to do? You just want me to just like get his own cash app. Okay, I'll see. Okay, my cash app is right there. You know, it's going to the same household. But if you want him to have his own cash app, I'll work on it. No, Kwame, I think you're gonna make a show about me. I don't see what you're seeing, sis. I don't see what you're seeing. I don't see this. Property taxes coming up. Oh, is that what it is? Is that what it is? So I don't have property taxes? I don't have things that I gotta pay for? You making oils. Okay, I'm interested. Yeah, I'm working on them. Yes, I'm working on essential oils and stuff like that for Lux and Noir. So yes. But I like to experiment with stuff first and do my research before I just put products out there. That's why the candles that I make. Shout out to Lux and Noir, Lux and Noir Candle Co. Why they sell out all the time, because I'm making really. I feel like they're good. Well, clearly they're good because they're selling out. Not a $2. Listen. Does the oil keep the haters away? I wish they would. I wish they would. But yeah, I always mix. So when people ask what I have on, I don't know. Same, Sean. I started mixing since probably 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. It had to have been before when I moved to Victorville. So maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. When did I move to Victorville? Maybe 2018, 2017, 2016. I don't remember. But yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago, I started mixing. Yeah, I started mixing oils and stuff like that in different scents. And so yeah, people always say, "Oh, you smell so good," but thanks. I sure as hell don't want to smell. That's one thing about me. One thing about me people can't say is that if they've ever interacted with me, they can't say that I've ever smelled. Even when I'm working out. Excuse me, when I'm working out, if I go somewhere, like it's just I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say if I'm working, I'm not gonna smell. I'm not gonna put on cologne, to go work out or whatever. But I don't smell. I have very good hygiene. They went up on property tax, child. Everybody in Augusta is pissed. Child, it's going up everywhere. It's crazy, ain't it, Ducko? It's a mess. One thing I wanted to talk about, though, I want to clarify something. I did not put on sunscreen. Yesterday. I've been debating on wanting to talk about this or not as far as the war in Israel, because it's a very complex situation. And I want to make it very clear that I am not I want to pray for the people in Israel, and I want to pray for the people in Gaza. I am not in any way for or against this war. It's not, I don't know. I don't even think it should be a war, to be quite honest with you. I don't know how to. It's very convoluted, and it's very complex. But I want to show my support to the Jewish community. I also want to show my support to Palestinians as well. That everybody is hurting from this, and I feel like a militant group and an army that is and a regime that is hell bent on fighting, and innocent people are dying. And so it's not about taking sides. It's not about calling one group or the other terrorists, or it's not about calling one group or the other right or wrong. I'm not there. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Palestinian. I'm not Israeli. I'm not a part of that, the Middle East situation. It's been a situation that's been going on for a very, very long time. And regardless of how you feel about either side, like, people are dying, and people are going through some really, really tough situations. And I seeing war up close is just not it's very triggering, and it's very sad. um and I don't want to give any type of illusions of grandeur, or type of scare tactics or whatever. I don't want to sit there and have moments where we kind of like sensationalize this, because war is not fun. War is not funny. War is not anything to laugh or joke or take lightly. Whatever choices these people have made, either side, they've made their choices, and now we're where we're at. My heart, and my prayers are focused on those who are caught in the middle. And there are some things that are happening right now that people, whatever way you want to view it, people are caught in the middle, and people are hurting. I am constantly, right now, my phone is going off on different uh, tweets and notifications from different news outlets. It's been constant since Saturday. It's overwhelming the news. It's overwhelming. We have the privilege of going on TikTok or going on YouTube and going on these different outlets, and to kind of talk about something different, or try to laugh and joke and try to make light in the world, and talk about pop culture, or talk about all of these different things. And I think that we should continue to do that, because it helps us have perspective. It helps us not think about the negative all the time. But that's a gift that these people don't have. Um, and so my point in saying all of that is that we can look at the history, we can look at um, the politics of it all, and the foreign policies, and all of these different things, and say what we want to say, and feel how we want to feel about it. But at the end of the Black Day, people are hurting, people are being unalived, people are going through stuff that I wouldn't wish my worst enemy on. And so my heart is going out to those who are in the middle. Um, yeah, I it would be the same if there was like a war between Democrats and Republicans. God forbid that ever happens, like a physical war. Um, we can say how we feel about the Republicans. We can say how we feel about the Democrats. But at the end of the day, it's the people in the middle that are being affected. And so I don't want anybody to ever go through that. Unfortunately, we can't control everything, right? And so, we have to just constantly pray that that doesn't happen here where we are, and that, peace ultimately will reign at some point in time. Um, but in the meantime, there are people being harmed in ways that is unimaginable to some people. Um, there's a level of safety that we have in the United States. Yeah, there's crazy people everywhere. Harm can happen anywhere. Crime can happen anywhere. But there's a level of safety that we have as a country that a lot of countries don't have, to include the Middle East. And um, it's just really, really sad. It's really, really sad. and I'm praying for them, the people in the middle. So I just wanted to say that because I know sometimes people can take my words and take anybody's words and how they view things and twist them. And I know yesterday on Pyro Power Hour, I was reading an article and I was basing it based off of how Western media um, has articulated it, because there will never be a time that we're not journalists. Kyrie and I are not journalists. As much as people like to play games and say that they're journalists, we're not journalists. I have not gone to school for journalism. I have taken journalism classes, okay, on learning how to deal with newsrooms and produce newsrooms and be a producer in there, and deal with media and communications and all that stuff, whatever, because that was a part of my degree. But I'm not a journalist. And a lot, I do believe that we're infotainment people who are, this whole phase of, or a fad about, people who are explaining the information that's out there, in their own way, in an entertaining way. But I'm not a journalist. I'm not a news organization, or news outlets. And this is just YouTube. So I don't go and not just YouTube. I know we're on Facebook and Twitch and all that stuff, whatever, but this is just social, the network portion of my company. This is not what I do all the time. And so, I don't want there to be any illusions of grandeur when I talk about a particular topic, in my opinion, and where my stance on it is. It's not, I don't want there to be, there are going to be times where I don't know enough, and that's why I kind of, if I don't know enough on a particular subject, I'm not going to talk about it. Or if it doesn't interest me, I'm not going to talk about it. So I just said all that because I know yesterday, I try to review my shows, especially Power Hour. And I know that, based off reading it, the article and the narrative that the Western media, because I know the US has to have a political foothold on the world, right? And so it is what it is, right? But I want to make sure that I'm always on the side of right, um, or at least the right side of history. And I don't want anything to be misconstrued that I support either way. What happened with Hamas, what happened with the Israeli army, what's happening now. I don't want there to be any miscommunication in what I say. And I'm saying, and this is probably going to be the last time I talk about it, is that I am praying for those in the middle of it all. So that's my stance on that. I hope I didn't bring down the mood, but I wanted to make sure that that was clear. Let's see what the people say. The parents were blocking their social media or something like that. Have you heard that? I have not heard anything about that, Queen LP. Kevin Moore says, well said, Kwame. People are being very one-sided in their reactions. And I get it. Yeah, Kevin. And I think that's why it's always interesting to make sure you do research over research, because yeah, it's very important to do research over research, in the words of the consciously. Dr. Holt says the group from Augusta have been trying to get out, but their flights keep getting canceled. Yeah. Oh my God. It's very sad. Very, very sad. Hey Pam, how you doing, Queen? I stand for humanity. No innocent women, children, of people should ever be hurt in these wars. This breaks my heart. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Kevin says, what just came up for me is that the same carnage takes place in other parts of the world. Where's the reactions to that? Now, Kevin, you better speak a whole word, sir. I'm gonna leave that alone. But that's a word. That's a powerful word, Kevin. Yeah, yeah. But anywho, y'all, just remember, be grateful. Have some gratitude today that you are in a space of safety, that you are in a space of peace, that we don't have to deal with bombs and weapons of mass destruction, um, and carnage on a daily basis. That you don't wake up in the morning. I know I woke up in the morning in such a blessed mood. I got to get out of my bed. I have a home. You know what I'm saying? I got to get up in my bed. I have a dog. I got to feed him, play with him, brush him, let him go run around, take my time throughout my morning, and make my tea, drink, work out, be on here with you guys. Those are things that some people take for granted, that they don't have homes, and or they've lost their homes, in this, you know what I'm saying? It's just sad. So I thank God that my bills are paid. I thank God that I'm safe. I thank God for real friends. I thank God for you guys. I thank God, that our little family is growing, and I appreciate it. I thank God that business is stable, because I know a lot of people that have lost their companies, especially during the pandemic. I know a lot of people have lost it. I know a lot of production companies that I worked with on many projects, many big projects, and they had to close down their doors. And it's sad. It's sad. There's so much going on in this world, but I'm just grateful that I'm here with you guys, and I'm grateful for peace and happiness. Yeah. So I love you guys so much, honey. I woke up this morning, heading to work, and my auntie, who had surgery yesterday, actually texted me and told me to have a good look at God. Won't he do it? And shout out to your auntie. I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought it up, I wanted to make sure I would respect your privacy, Dr. O. But I'm so glad that your auntie made it through her surgery, that she was safe and everything was good to go, and she had a successful surgery. So God bless her, and look at her texting you. Look at her texting you. If someone just had major surgery for cancer, can take time to text me, I know I'm blessed. Look, you better talk about it. Come on, Dr. Holt. Kevin says, Dr. God works in mysterious. I don't think he works in mysterious ways, my brother. I think he works in amazing, knowing ways. He shows us how much he loves us. He doesn't have to hide it from us. He loves us, all of us. We all have our individual journeys. And I cannot wait to see where people land in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, 10 years from now, God willing. But yes, I love you guys. I gotta go. Thanks. I gotta go, Queen LP. He said, have a great day, everyone. You too. I want you guys to have a blessed day, a beautiful day. Make sure you guys create a great one, because it is really a great day to have a great day. So take the opportunity to create one. And I'll see you on the next one, y'all. Be blessed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you're feeling so inclined or so blessed, if you like what you heard on today, go ahead and hit that Cash App. You can hit me up on Kwame C86, or you can hit me up on PayPal at paypal.me, /Kwame, /K Corbett 1. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. And yeah, stay blessed. Bye-bye.
What if we run out of time and second chances, empty-handed? I wanna know, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust this that's about to let us know? I'd go.